We're talking about graphing linear functions. So we're going to find the x-intercept by setting y equal to 0 and solving for x. Find the y-intercept by setting x equal to 0 and solving for y. Then we're going to graph using the intercepts by finding both intercepts, graphing them on each axis, and then draw a line through both points. To graph horizontal and vertical lines, we'll graph the graph of x equal to c, if c is just any number, is a vertical line with the x-intercept, and the graph y equals c is a horizontal line with a y-intercept. And then c can be any real number in both cases. So let's go look at some equations. So we are going to find the x and y intercepts, and then we're going to graph. So for example 1, we are given 3x plus 4y equals negative 12. Now, if you are asked to find the intercepts and graph it, you have to find the intercepts. Finding the slope is not going to be getting you what you are needing. Maybe your final answer will be there, but you need to find each intercept and then graph it. So to find the x-intercept, we set y is equal to 0. So we have 3x plus 4 times 0, because our y becomes 0, is equal to negative 12. The nice thing about anything times 0, it goes away because it's equal to 0. So this will leave us with 3x equal to negative 12. Divide by 3 on both sides, we get x equals to negative 4. Now you want to write this as a point. It is an xy point. Our x is negative 4 and our y is 0. Now to find our y-intercept, we're going to set x equal to 0. So now we have 3 times 0 plus 4y equals negative 12. Again, anything times 0 will go away. We have a positive 4y equal to negative 12. Divide by 4, and y is equal to negative 3. So now we have a point where x is equal to 0 and y equals negative 3. So now we can graph this. We have x, we have y. We need like 4 hash marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so our x point is negative 4, 0, so at negative 4. And our y point is at negative 3. And then we'll draw our line with arrows on either side to show that it is a line. And that's all you have to do on that. All right, let's go look at example 2. So for example 2, we are given 4x minus 5y is equal to negative 20. So again, to find our x-intercept, we will set y equal to 0. So 4x minus 5 times 0 is equal to negative 20. Again, anything times 0 becomes 0, so we don't have to worry about it. So 4x equals negative 20. Divide by 4, and x will be equal to negative 5. This then gives us the point of negative 5, 0. Our y-intercept, we set x equal to 0. So 4 times 0 minus 5y equals negative 20. So again, anything times 0 will be 0. So we have negative 5y equal to negative 20. Notice we had a negative. Don't forget the negative. That's where a lot of students make a oops and leave off that negative sign. Now we'll divide both sides by negative 5. And we end up with y is equal to positive 4. Our intercept is now x equal to 0, and 4 equals for y. All right, let's go draw our graph here. This time we need 5 hash marks. our X and our Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have at -5 for the X and at +4 for the Y. Draw our line and put arrows on either end. So now we're going to look at graphing those vertical and our horizontal lines. Now, if you're asked to graph with a slope, that's one thing, but if they ask for those intercepts, you have to use the intercepts. All right, so we are going to graph vertical and horizontal lines. So this will be example 3. We are looking at to graph x is equal to 2. So when we are graphing this, we are used to a slope, we're used to lots of points. In this case, we are just graphing x equal to 2, which is right there. It will be this line that goes through x equals 2. To help you understand that, let's draw a t-chart for x and y. And normally we would pick values for x, but let's look at for the values of y. No matter what y equals, x will always be equal to 2. So it doesn't matter if x is -2, if it's at 0, or y is equal to -2, y is equal to 0, or y is equal to 2, x is always going to be 2. That's what this is telling us. X equals 2, no matter what y equals. X will always be 2. So let's go look at another graph. So if we want to graph, so this will be example 4, x is equal to -4. Again, all you have to do is graph at the point x equals -4, so it's basically an x-intercept. So we come over here to x equals -4 and we draw the line right through it. And you don't have to plot that point, I'm just helping you see it. So you just have to draw the line, because it doesn't matter. Y could be any of these values, but x will always equal -4. All right, let's go look at example 5. And we are going to graph y is equal to -3. So this tells us y equals -3. So right here at -3 for y, our line will come here. Does not matter what x equals, y will always be -3. So these were vertical lines. This is a horizontal line. So if we look at example 6, we're looking at graphing y is equal to +5. So at +5, y is always going to equal that. No matter what x is, y will always be 5. And so that is our horizontal line.